This New York City goldfish story is something that is just ripped straight out of the 2024 yearbook, and it is something that belongs in history. It needs to be documented. It needs to be fully understood, and you need to understand how hilarious this entire story actually is.
What are we doing?
So, this became a thing a few months ago, and it quickly became one of those tiny little things that, like, people who didn't or were searching for some form of sense of belonging and or friendship and or just a place where they could go to just take a deep breath and maybe just clear some anxiety out, whatever it is that you were searching for, you would theoretically find it at this little puddle in the ground that we're calling, what are we calling it? The puddle in the ground. We're calling it it's the fire hydrant fish pond, okay? And it's this New York City Bed-Stuy. It's Bed-Stuy, New York. This fire hydrant fish pond that a few months ago was brought to my attention by none other than Casey Neistat. But this viral sensation on TikTok took over the feeds of a few million people in the sense that this leaky, dirty water straight from the New York City sewer system of a fire hydrant was leaking into this garden area of a New York City sidewalk. And what quickly happened was the leaky fire hydrant made a little pond and a little puddle. And at first, it was this clear little pool of water puddle. And as a joke, one of the residents nearby said, let's go to Walmart, get some like 20-cent goldfish and toss them bitches in the puddle and make a TikTok about it. And then it went viral because that's this theme. This is the theme of 2024. What you people need to realize is that the theme of 2024, to go viral, you have to be the stupidest fucking thing on the planet. You have to be demure. You have to be Hawk Chua. You have to be involved in a hired for murder plot to stab your mother, who did nothing but get you free trips to Disney World as a child, and in return, you have the love of your life stab her, Gypsy Rose.
What are we doing?
In 2024, to go viral, you have to be the cringiest thing on the planet. And what better way than a New York City puddle from a leaky fire hydrant with some goldfish in it for people to find a sense of belonging. And, you know, at the risk of his marriage, dude, Casey Neistat made a video on this whole thing, okay? For those of you who don't know, Casey Neistat, every time he makes a video now, it's basically him and Candace. They have to do like 4 or 5 couples therapy sessions in order to avoid divorce. And so,
what are we doing?
That's what I meant to do. You know what I mean? Sometimes the button's a little finicky on this button presser. That happens at least once an episode, and it kind of pisses me off.
What are we doing?
But anyways, so you know what I mean? Candace gets pissy every time Casey makes a video. So you know it has to be important when Casey gets the cameras out and uploads once again. So for the first 15 minutes of his video, it's just drone shot after drone shot and him on a skateboard and him getting there to the pond. And this is essentially the pond. And look how dirty the water is.
What are we doing?
How you doing?
Casey Neistat.
What's your name?
Dakota.
Dakota, nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
nice to meet you too.
Hold on. There's a shot of the water coming.
So why'd you start the the Bed-Stuy Aquarium, the koi pond?
Me and my friends said, what if we put some fish in there? And we thought it was a joke, and he went and bought the fish, and then from there we cleaned it out.
Me and my friends smoked the fattest fucking blunt one day.
What are we doing?
And we got high as shit. I was with him. I was there. I was with him doing it. And we had gummy. It's legal in New York now. We had flour, we had gummy, we had all sorts of shit. And someone said, yo, what if we put fish in there? And so we went and got fish, and it was a joke. And then guess what? People started coming. And so we thought, shit, we're viral, dude. You know what I mean?
Then went and bought another 100 fish.
100 fish?
What are we doing?
Day from there, I just be taking care of it, and we take turn making sure things is appropriate, and I just keep going from there.
Every time I come by, I do a little check with the fishies, and I love it. It's just super sweet.
Brooklyn is a lot of community, and I know that Brooklyn in general can get a lot of stigma just about the crime and the violence and everything like that, but there's so much community here.
There.
What are we doing?
These poor goldfish are in this non-temperature controlled New York City drainage water leaking out of probably what is a rusty fire hydrant.
What are we doing?
With all sorts of rubber duckies and dirt and shit. It's New York City. And this is what it looks like. Can you tell what this is on the screen? What quality do we have from NiceStat? It's NiceStat. It's 4K. Can we load it in 4K and go back? Let's see what happens.
Place to set up a goldfish.
No.
But there's so much community here.
4K, babes. What is this? What are we looking at?
What are we doing?
It's disgusting. It's disgusting New York City water, and these poor goldfish are probably they probably are suffering so hard. They bought 100 fish and put it in here. So this is what it was. And what nobody realized, what no one thought to think, and I can't believe that's a statement I just said, what no one thought to think is that maybe at some point in time, maybe, that just maybe, I don't know, the New York City Fire Department would come along and potentially, I don't know, fix the leak.
What are we doing?
And clean it all up, because you can't have a freaking outside city door community fish pond in the middle of a leaky fire. It's just something, it's unfortunate. I get it. It's cute. It's adorable. I love it. It's precious. Casey Neistat, you know what I mean? We love him. It's great. New York City, the snowboarding video, fan-freaking-tastic. But what you gotta listen to this. This lady, this is the best thing you've seen all day. So unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I've got sad news. Spoiler alert. The New York City Fire Department came and fixed it and cleaned it all away. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
The department says it is a safety issue.
Yeah, they need to have access to hydrants in case of an emergency, but some in the community love the pond and they wanted it to become a permanent fixture.
Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Charlesworth is live in Brooklyn with the story. Michelle.
Listen to Michelle.
Well, the fish died because they didn't have any water, because the firefighters came here over the last day, actually yesterday, and they did what they always do. They check on hydrants every time.
What are we doing?
Well, listen, here's what happened. The fish died because guess what? They need water to survive. And this dude, Michelle, poor Michelle has been dying. Michelle has been trying so hard so hard to climb that ladder at her job. She wants a raise. She wants a better position. She wants her own stories. She wants to be on TV. She wants to be reporting on original stories. She wants to be seen. This is what she's been working for 20 plus years.
What are we doing?
And when she finally has gotten her big break, when she finally has gotten to where she listen, hey, Michelle, you're going out. It's you, babe. Report on this story. It's a viral sensation. Real big numbers on TikTok. She finally comes to the realization that the story ain't shit.
Permanent fixture.
Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Charlesworth is live in Brooklyn with the story. Michelle.
Well, the fish died.
You can't.
What are we doing?
Well, the fish died.
Well, the fish died.
I can't. I love it. I love it.
Well,
Every
the fish died.
of the day.
What are we
because
doing?
They didn't have any water because the firefighters came here
Ugh.
over the last day, actually yesterday.
Bastards.
And they did what they always do. They check on hydrants every 6 months. But they had to fix the leaky hydrant. So they sealed the leak. They sealed the...
Look at this. They even have a library going. They've got a library going over here. We've got donations for the homeless over here. Benches so you can eat your lunch. This has become a public now community gathering place in the middle of Bed-Stuy, New York.
What are we doing?
And so it's fun times. It's fun times, but we're pissy. We're really pissy because they killed all my fucking fish.
The hydrant. And people in the neighborhood say they love the fish. And they want it to be fire safe, but they want to see if maybe there's some way that this neighborhood can somehow have it.
Listen, if it has to come down to us or the fish, if it has to come down to if our building catches on fire, we'd rather the fish have a nice little pond to swim in and they can, isn't there another fire hydrant down the street they can attach to if our building's on fire?
What are we doing?
Can we just not run the hose down to the next one that's not leaking? Just run the hose down to the next one if our building's on fire and we want to just keep our little pond here. So don't fix the leak, okay? Can we not do that? Is that not a possibility?
The hydrant. And people in the neighborhood say they love the fish. And they want it to be fire safe, but they want to see if maybe there's some way that this neighborhood can somehow have it all.
It didn't hurt anything.
Oh, God, look how worse
What
it
are we
got.
doing?
Look how muddy. Oh, you can't even see it anymore. You can't even see it anymore. It's muddy rainwater. All the fish are dead anyways, dude.
What are we doing?
Come on, guys.
What hurt it was when they turned the water.
Go back. Come
somehow
on.
have
Did
it
you
all.
see that fish?
It didn't hurt anything.
You can barely see the
What
fish in
hurt
there.
it
There. What is the? Come on, man. There's like cigarette
was
ashes
when they turned
everywhere.
the water off.
This is what the spot looks like now.
Damn,
Gone.
they fucked it up.
Dozens of
Look at all the dead fish.
What are we doing?
How dare they put this on TV, by the way? They could have blurred that out. Sensitive eyes watching.
little
Like,
goldfish. This
damn.
is what it looked like before. These fish and the little hydrant aquarium were a favorite neighborhood curiosity.
I just came over
to see it. I didn't know that I was shut down.
I'm finding out that all the fish are dead. I'm kind of sad about it.
I just came over to sit down and have my lunch there, but I guess it's gone.
A leaky hydrant
You're
and
just going to sit down and have your lunch by a muddy pond
What
bottle.
are we doing?
the pool of water it made this summer is what started all of this whimsicality. But securing and sealing the hydrant on Tuesday is what ended it.
Look at his face. Remember the fireman that did it?
Remember these faces. If you
What
see
are we
them in the
doing?
public street, if you see them out on the street and they're doing their jobs, beat the shit out of them. Beat the ever-living shit out of these two New York City firefighters who shut down the Bed-Stuy New York Aquarium. If you see them, I mean, come on, dude. Don't take my advice. It was a joke. I'm kidding. Don't actually do anything. But this is what he's treating it like. Look at these faces. Look at these faces.
What are we doing?
What started all of this whimsicality. But securing and sealing the hydrant on Tuesday is what ended it.
Look at his face. Remember the fireman that did it? Kill all the fish.
People enjoy this place. We had international media attention, and yet somehow, I'm a licensed architect. I'm part of the team for this.
Listen, we've got a board of directors. We've got a board of directors for the Bed-Stuy Aquarium. Listen, I'm a part of the team, okay? Here's what I need you to know. I've put my heart and soul into this whole thing. I've been at work for no less than 20 hours a day. I have gotten zero sleep. My girlfriend has left me. She took the dog. I have no money. I quit my job because I thought they promised us 401ks. They promised us benefits. They told us that the Bed-Stuy Aquarium, I am a Bed-Stuy Aquarium team supporter, board of directors president.
What are we doing?
And they promised us within 6 months we would get picked up, we go viral, we start making money in the official bank account we got set up, and there's no money, and I'm pissed because I put in all this work and effort, and it just...
People enjoy this
This
place.
poor
we had
man.
international media attention, and yet somehow, I'm a licensed architect. I'm part of the team for this.
I helped build the aquarium. It wasn't supposed to get dirty.
What are we doing?
I live on this block. No city agency reached out to us.
You know when you're a kid
What?
and you like promise never to grow up too much?
Yes.
And you stay full of wonder and do crazy things?
Yes.
Is that what this is?
That's what it was.
How do you stay this way?
I was a Boy Scout.
Come on.
Yeah, I like stuff like that.
You're a country boy living in the city.
Yes,
Aquarium keeper.
You see that is a solar panel.
Oh, here we go. Listen. Okay, this is Michelle's final thoughts. Listen to Michelle. She's got one more line of disbelief.
What are we doing?
Listen to Michelle. I love her. She's my new favorite. I want her in front of the camera 24/7. Michelle.
And there's actually a heater attached. This was all part of their whole plan to keep the fish alive during the winter by regulating the temperature of the water.
What are we doing?
They got some jank Temu Amazon Basics water heater attached to a solar panel that they were going to use so that the goldfish outside in the leaky, dirty water aquarium could survive the New York City winter where temperatures can really just get to below zero, freezing, and this tiny, janky, cheap water heater with a solar panel attached to it is going to keep the fish alive during the winters of New York City.
What are we doing?
And Michelle is in disbelief. It's just her attitude is fantastic.
Panel, and there's actually a heater attached. This was all part of their whole plan to keep the fish alive during the winter by regulating the temperature of the water.
What are we doing?
And there you have it. The New York City Fire Department has single-handedly destroyed the lives of at least several thousand New York residents this week as they fixed the leaky fire hydrant in Bed-Stuy, New York, man. I mean, wow. It's wow. It's a wow situation.